Good evening, everybody. Hope everybody's doing good. It's cooling down here, guys. The water's dropped about 12 degrees. I fished, I lose days, guys, Friday before the storm came in, and the water was 82, 84, and I fished yesterday, it was 72. Some places 70. You know, the water changes a lot here. The temperature does. Depends on the river, if you're on the channel, if they're letting water out, making electricity. And I'm sure they let a lot of water out the last couple of days because we got a good bit of rain from that storm. A lot of wind. Had a lot of limbs pick up out of the yard. I got a lot of trees in my yard, guys. I got so many trees in my front yard. I've mowed my yard once this year. That tells you. I got so many trees that don't grow. It's mostly moss and a little bit of grass I have that don't grow. All right, don't get enough sun. All right, guys, this is let me show you something with you. This is the color that we're dealing with. Okay, it's blue mist. Yeah. It goes from purple to blue, all right? Now, I did put a chartreuse tail on some of them. Yeah, don't that look good? Now, I make this in the LC shad. And sometimes I'm on the boat, guys. I'm talking about colors, and I go like, I don't know if I make it in this, that. Again, y'all got to remember, one of y'all said, I understand. I've got over 40 colors. I think it's 45 or 46. That's colors and combos. Like the one with the chartreuse tail, that'd be a color. One without would not be, all right? And what I make them in, I got 17 body shapes. Now, I don't make all the colors in the body shape, so I have a hard time keeping up with it sometimes. This is the blue mist in a swim bait. I just went on and shot it when I was shooting it, okay? While I was shooting, guys, I shot a couple different molds in it, and that's how I test colors and see if it's going to be any good in it. I haven't fished a swim bait yet, but I can see where it would be good. You know, you got to mix your colors to what you're doing. Now, I want to do a little commercial with y'all. I want to do an ad. I was watching Brad's video, Crappy Connection, the other day, and they're finally showing the new Bobby Garland bait. All right. Does it look like this? Yeah, it looks like my fluke done it. But the difference in the fluke is it's segmented. My fluke, there you can see it. See that segmentation? So what's that do? I guess that gives you a little left and right tail action. See it? It's moving from here back. All right? I can get it in a solid ball. Now, it's 2 inches. So if you want a shorter one, what can you do? That's right. Cut it off right there. And it's shorter. All right? This is the ice sickle color. It's ice color with a blue tail. All right? I'm just going to show you a couple of them real fast. This is the silver bullet. It's got the flaking that changes color. See them sparkling, changing color? Great cook. Now, both of those, great clear water. Live bait. Live bait is Virginia shad back and a real light pearl belly. This camera's not doing it justice. Yeah, you can see through it like that, okay? It's Virginia shad back. It's a real light pearl belly. Great for clear water, okay? Now, all right, this is a Jor with a chartreuse tail, okay? It's winter. It's in there, all right? Now, if you want a little bit more color, limeade. This is a lime back, chartreuse belly. Yeah, you can see the belly when I do that slider, can't you? All right? It's got a chartreuse belly, but it's not a lot of division there. Sid, which is an orange back, chartreuse belly. There you go, you can see it, okay? Now, they showed what do they call that, cricket? No, I can't see. I don't use Bobby Garland baits. Haven't used them for 4 or 5 years. I can't what they call it now. Cajun cricket, that's what they call it. That Sid is really close, but it's not as dark. The orange is not as dark, is it? Okay? The orange is more of it's OJ. It's what I use in OJ. And I got colors like this. This is Menace. This is a purple back with a chartreuse belly. Yeah. All right? And guys, I've got it in other colors. That's just some of them. I didn't pull them all out. I've got it in Killer, which is Blue Boy Pearl Belly. I didn't want to pull them all. I got it like this is what I show y'all here. It's 8 colors. I've got it in probably 12 or 14, 16 colors, guys. Of course, it's in ice, it's in Blue Boy, right? It's in my standard colors, like those, you know, right? Without me here, I am, again, trying to remember all, of them. It's in Virginia Shad, it's in Flash. Okay, what's a good natural color? Virginia Shad's a good color. Sam the other day said, man, I'm beginning to like this Virginia Shad. Virginia Shad and Flash, the only difference is Virginia Shad has more blue highlight in it. So it gives it more of a bluer tint to the whole body on the outside, and it has chartreuse flake in it. silver and chartreuse flake. But there you go. When I seen that came out and Brad was showing that, I was really waiting to see it because I heard him talking about it the other week. I watched a little bit of their live. I went, man, they keep saying, oh, this new bait is great. And as soon as they showed it, I went, I already got that. It's the fluke. It's my fluke. It's just a minnow bait, just a slim minnow bait. I already have it. I was expecting something that I never seen before. I don't know what I was expecting, but I mean, wasn't y'all? When y'all expecting, go like, man, I never seen anything like that before. That's what I was expecting. And as soon as he pulled it out, now the difference is I think it's shorter than this, right? I think it's shorter. But you can see this thing has good tail action. Y'all see me catch many fish on that fluke. So if you like that style bait, guys, I already have them. Go on and look what color I have. I'm not trying to steal from Bobby Garland, but been there, done that, right? All right, y'all ready for a number? Just thought I'd share that with y'all. I know some of y'all have had the fluke. You going, yeah, Dennis, it's the same thing. I don't see a whole lot of difference. Mine's a segmented. I can get it in a solid body. They make it. The bait maker that makes these molds, he makes it. That's a solid body. And I'm gonna add one more thing. The little bit, it's 1.5 inches. That little bit minnow I have is 1.5 inches. Now theirs might be 1.5 inches. I remember. I think he said it was 1 inch, around 2 inches. But if it's 1.5 inches, my little bit's 1.5 inches. But it's a smaller body. That thing didn't have that smaller body enough to be that. But the little bit takes a size 8 hook to fit it best. 8 or 6 is a little long. This fluke, you can use a 4 in it, and you can use a 2 if you want to. I use a 4 in it or something like that. It's fine. Y'all ready? Let's see what number we got. 85. We went backwards today. But anyway, I thought I would share that with you. All right, y'all ready? All right, I'm not. I got to click over here so I can get this thing to move. Yeah, I ain't moving. Come on. There it did. Oh, you're going to take off all at one time. Blue Mist, Tadpole Jr. Next week's Porter Catch is going to be on a swim bait. Guys, it's getting a little better. Like I said, the water's cool some. I fished yesterday. Had one of the best days I've had for a long time. Caught some nice fish. If y'all seen my Facebook, I had one that was right at 14 inches. He was pushing it, nice and fat. It's the biggest fish I've caught since June, probably. I've caught a lot of 13s. Yesterday, I caught quite a few 13s. Day before Friday, I caught a couple that was 12 and a half to whatever. Not but a couple. I got on one dock. I was ready to quit. I was heading back in. And I thought, you ever had to be right along going like, stop and fish that dock right there. You haven't fished that dock for a long time. So I did. It has 2 little cedar trees under it. And they're right on the post of the dock. Okay? I stopped there and looked. It's the most crappie I've ever seen there. And I have fished that dock probably 30 times this year. That's the most crappie I've ever seen on it. And I started pitching under, and they were feeding. Now, somebody made that comment today on another video. The video I made about scent. They said, I'm looking for that scent that will make fish bite when they're inactive. And they won't hit nothing. And you're watching them on your live scope, and they just moving away. And here was my answer. I'm not sure they make that. I don't think it's out there. When I made that video about scents, what I was showing you was scents do make a difference. I got a bite real fast when I used the Mercury Pirate bait. When I used my baits with the Nez on it, the Nez, I think personally is one of the best odors out there. It's not offensive to us. It's not offensive to the fish. All right. My wife and I was talking about this the other day. We seen it we found a plant at a flower shop. There was a Nez plant. She said, "Look," I said, "that's where the oil comes from. It's an oil from a plant." And I think there's a lot of good scents out there. You got menace companies. A lot of companies make menace scents and crawfish scents. I think anything like that it's going to help you. I think a little bit of scent is better than none. A lot of y'all use the little what do you call them? I said I got a jar of them. They're not even on my bait. I don't know where they're at. The little nuggets. I got a pack of the Berkeley nuggets. I think the Berkeley Pirate bait smell like fish. For bass fishing, I think it's hard to beat. Power worms, I used to just kill them on power worms. I think it's caused the odor. You had to watch; they'd hit it and swallow it on you. But I think if you use the nuggets, when these fish are not, now y'all tell me this, I don't use them. I've had some. I haven't used them for a long time. When you got inactive fish and you're watching them on your live scope or you're fishing a dock and you know they're there and you see them on your side scan, you know it's fish there, and you're using the nuggets and they won't bite you, they won't pay any attention to you, and you put a nugget on there, does it help? Does it make a difference? And my answer is, if they're not feeding, You're not dynamite, so nothing's going to work. I've watched them move and run from your bait. I seen one the other day. Yesterday I was fishing. It's a little stump, had about 10 to 15 crappie on it. I threw it over and one rolled up and grabbed it right off the bat. I got him in. I threw back. The rest of them would move out of the way from the bait. Couple little sun perch, I think it's what they're. A lot of sunfish are filling in with the crappie here. You can see they're a lot smaller than the fish that's on top. It'll be 8 or 10 nice fish on top of the stump, and at the bottom stump will be fish that's a third of the size. They're sunfish. Oh, they would follow it and peck at it. Crappie would not. If I got it closer to crappie, they'd actually turn and swim backwards a foot or so and stop out of the way of it. Yeah, they get out of the way of it. So when they're in that mood, I don't think anything. They're in a mood where they're not going to bite. And when it's like that, I don't think anything works. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Throw it to me in the comments. I read every comment, and I appreciate that. Some of y'all go like, I think this works. I think when they ain't biting, try this. I'll listen to you. 85. Donnie, I'm going to put you down, buddy, at 35. But we'll see. You never know in this game. Donnie and I was talking about, but he always leaves a nice comment. I'm talking about that. And I mentioned you in the video the other day, Donnie. I said, I haven't been catching anything worthwhile. I said, Donnie, this is what I was talking about. I caught 6 crappie in 10 casts. Yeah. And I'll bet you Friday I made a couple of hundred casts to catch 10 or 15 crappie. I was catching almost every cast for a little bit, and they were all 11 to 13 inches. Almost every one of them. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I said, I am having a ball now. Y'all know what you're saying. When you catch them like that, that's, whoo, it don't happen all the time. See, there's 79. He knocked you out, Donnie. 79. The number's 85. I'm writing his name down. I don't think that's his name. I don't. We wrote it down. Okay, number's 85. 101's over. But yeah, that's how it was. And I was just having the ball. So we got these bigger numbers. I can go and cross them. 80. All right, he just knocked you out. Number's 85. He just knocked him out. I love it when we have musical chairs. Okay, Bobby. Hanging in there. 66. All right, we got 80, so you're not good. You're under Ziggy. That's it. Bobby won. I'm going to go back up through it. All right, guys, I appreciate y'all. Yeah, I'm just so excited. My wife asked me this today. I spent all morning doing inventory. Going through my baits, come back down, counting them, make sure the number's right. Yeah, I do that, guys, about once every 2 months. I look online, write the numbers down off my web page, because computers can mess up. They might not delete something. Then I go down and count them. All right, make sure the numbers are right and put it back. And then anything I have less than 6 bags of, I wrote down. And I had a whole page of them. And that's what I've been doing today. So then I went to the Mexican restaurant. Yeah, I did, guys. I went to the Mexican restaurant and ate today, because my wife exercises on Wednesdays. Then she goes to Bible study. So after that, so she don't get home till 7:30. So she says, you got to fend for yourself today. Well, that means go to the Mexican restaurant, and I can do my own cooking. And because I do a lot of cooking here anyway. I told y'all I do a lot of cooking. I don't mind cooking. We fix stuff, but we're oven bag and crock pot cookers most of the time. That's the easy way. If you've never done the oven bag, that's what we're doing tomorrow evening. We put a roast in there and taters and carrots, and man, you got your whole meal there. We've done turkey breast first of the week. Just a turkey breast, and we put it in the oven bag, and just a little bit of water, make 3 or 4 ounces of water in there, and put carrots and taters in there, and man, hour and a half, open that bag up, and you got a meal. So, yeah, I can cook, but hey, I had a chance to go to the Mexican restaurant. Why would I cook? I enjoy going up. I used to go up there a lot. I go up there now about once a week, sometimes twice. So, and somebody seen my truck up there or seen me, and they made a comment. By the time I got home, I checked my comments before I went to shop, and they said, hey, I just seen you at the Mexican restaurant. I said, okay, thank you for watching. All right, and I didn't recognize the name, so I think it was somebody new. But if not, hey, welcome aboard. All right, guys, there you go. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you for being part of Fishing Lake Country. Bobby won. We'll do it again Sunday. Sundays we'll be on a swim bait. I already got it made and edited, ready to go. So the fishing's been better. I've been able to catch some stuff and get ahead here now. Right now, I'm a week ahead. I already got next Sunday's video for the catch made. That's right. Because the fishing's getting better. I love that. Hey, guys, appreciate y'all. See you next week.